Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today, and thank you, Commissioner Miller, for being here today and making this very exciting announcement. When I first started in my first term, what all the farmers were talking about was the 1944 water treaty and the devastation that had been happening, not just recently, but over the last 80 years. Over the last 80 years in prior leadership for this position in Washington, D.C., nothing had been done. I made a commitment to our ag industry, to our local farmers and ranchers, and to our municipalities that we would make this a top priority and we would hold the Mexican government accountable for the water that they owed us. Sadly, I was elected just a touch too late, and because of that, we lost our sugar industry under the prior leadership for Washington, D.C., for this community. But it is a new day. When I came in, the first thing I did was advocate for South Texas farmers, and out of the $10 billion that was allocated federally, these are federal dollars that were allocated for federal disaster, we were the only area that had a carve out of $280 million. And I'm so humbled to hear from my farmers and ranchers how this became their lifeline, how with these dollars their farms have been saved. And so I'm humbled to be in this position. I'm humbled to represent the great state of Texas in Washington, D.C. And under my watch, we will not lose another industry. Under my watch, that is over with. There's new leadership with me, and that will not happen again under my leadership. This is bigger than just Texas. This is the United States we're talking about. I'm not sure if those listening today know, but there are only 2 states in the entire country that are able to produce fresh citrus, and that is the state of Texas and California. So if we lost Texas citrus, the whole nation loses. Food security is national security, and that's why this is of utmost importance, not only to myself, but to President Trump. As we saw, he got debriefed on the situation with the 1944 water treaty, and together with Secretary Rawlins, they forced the hand of the Mexican government and made them begin to comply with the treaty. And I'm proud to say that now the Mexican government is giving us the water that they owe us. My next goal is to get the 1944 water treaty into the USMCA so that we can have consequences for the future and to make sure that there is consistency for our farmers and ranchers when it comes to water, and that they know that they can expect water to be delivered. With that